the NBA's been kind of weird this year. It's been a little strange with just teams. Klay Thompson, looks like he's coming back decent. Warriors, surprisingly, just playing as well as they are. Nets, the whole Kyrie offseason. What do we call it? The toilet bowl in LA? I don't even know. And that's including the Clippers too. Where's Kawhi? Where's Paul George? Where's Russell Westbrook's jump shot? It's just, it is bad. Considering how good the football side's going, the basketball side they're just a walking piece of toilet paper. It is bad.
It really is crazy that how bad the Lakers have been this year, and then you take a look at the standings, and the Clippers are still below them somehow. It's sad. These two are some of the scariest teams just 2 years ago, and now they're sitting at the 8th and 9th seed, might not even make the playoffs. It's sad to see, but I don't know. They need to make some adjustments, get back from injury, but I don't really see it happening this year. What do you guys think?
I just don't even know what's going on with Kawhi, first off. And Paul George, I just don't think can lead a team. The Lakers side of it, going into it, I just don't know what the GM and stuff were thinking, putting this team together. It's one of those things, where, you're building like a 2K team. You're like, oh, Dwight Howard, you're living back in the day, man. Dwight Howard, Carmelo, Russ, LeBron, AD. Okay, AD gets hurt. You'd think this was the year he's supposed to, take some off of LeBron. LeBron's getting older. LeBron can turn more into the mentor that he's supposed to be. Russ is going to come in. It's like, first off, LeBron's succeeded with having some shooters around him. They don't have to be star players. They don't just, if they can make a shot. Russell Westbrook is doing pull-up jumpers from the free throw and almost missing the backboard. Not even the rim. I just don't know what they were thinking. I think it's just I like Russ as a person, liked him as a player with how hard he goes. He just goes too hard, dude. Just too, I don't know. Just, I think it's bad.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It's not a good fit, and most of their team's out of their prime. 10 years ago, this team would have gone 82-0 probably. They have so much talent. They're past their prime. And unless they figure out a way to get some shooters in or get Russ out, I don't see, even with AD back, it's not going to be enough.
And who's paying for Russ's contract? Who's going to trade for that? It's up there.
I don't know what they were thinking. They won a title in 2019 with Kuzma, Caruso, Harrell, Caldwell Pope, and then they just ship all these guys out. It's like, you already won the finals. Why would you change that up? Like, I know they had an easier path that year, but still something was working. I just don't get it.
I think the biggest thing with that is people don't realize how good Caruso was, like, defensively, and all these, like, players. I mean, this year the Bulls, when they've struggled a bit, Caruso's been out on those. Caruso is a spark player, and LeBron plays good with those, like, spark type players. And I'm looking right here at the Lakers roster. This year alone, he is making 44 mil. Russ is. LeBron's making 41. Okay. Russell Westbrook is the leading. Anthony Davis is at 35 million. And cash remaining guaranteed, 91 million still from Russ, 85 from LeBron, and 157 from AD. Yeah. The amount of money between those three that they're paying. And who's the only one that is truly showing up? An old man LeBron. It's baffling.
In a year where he should just be coasting and relaxing, he's having to put in the most minutes that he's played in 5 years. He's averaging more points than he has in the last 12 years. And that's still not enough to win. It's like you're asking so much of this guy. You got to give him some help. It's not even just on Russ either. The rest of their roster is horrible.
Yeah, no, it's not just on Russ. It's not on Russ at all. The GM put it together. He's playing the same way he's played the last 3 years. They knew what they were getting when they did this. You're not going to change Russell. They need to do something before the trade deadline, or it's bad news for LA.